Good morning, I'm Sally Biddulph. The House of Commons Privileges Committee has hit back at Boris Johnson this morning after his dramatic resignation as an MP last night. The former Prime Minister has described the committee investigating him over Partygate as a kangaroo court. After he saw their report, he claimed it was riddled with inaccuracies. The Privileges Committee said proper procedures were followed at all times and that Mr Johnson has impugned the integrity of the House by his statement. With the latest, here's Harry Fawcett.
Morning, Mr. Johnson.
Maximum drama has always been a key part of Boris Johnson's brand, but the manner of his departure as an MP is extraordinary, detonating a cascade of potential consequences for him, his party and the Prime Minister. In his statement, he laid into the House of Commons Privileges Committee investigating him for misleading the House in relation to COVID rule breaches at Downing Street. Their purpose from the beginning, he says, has been to find me guilty, regardless of the facts. This is the very definition of a kangaroo court. He continues, I'm not alone in thinking that there is a witch hunt underway to take revenge for Brexit and ultimately to reverse the 2016 referendum result. It is very sad to be leaving Parliament, at least for now, but above all I am bewildered and appalled that I can be forced out anti-democratically by a committee chaired and managed by Harriet Harman with such egregious bias. The majority Conservative committee responded with cold fury, defending the practices of its investigation and saying Mr Johnson has departed from the processes of the House and has impugned the integrity of the House by his statement. The committee will meet on Monday to conclude the inquiry and to publish its report promptly. There'll be fury too at Downing Street. Rishi Sunak's continued attempts to present calm and competence as the next election approaches, once again derailed by his predecessor but one, reinvigorating party divisions.
It's classic Boris. It's plough on, and it's like it's everybody else's fault but mine. And as long as he continues to say that, those that believe in Boris will always believe in him, and those that don't will simply look on and say, told you so. So in that sense, nothing's changed.
And the Tories will have to fight two by-elections, not one, with the near simultaneous resignation of close Johnson ally Nadine Dorries.
This is it, folks. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
It was 9 months ago that Johnson resigned as Prime Minister, but talk of a comeback never went away. This time he made sure to drop the words "for now" into his statement. But any hopes of a return could depend on how damning, how comprehensive Monday's committee report will be. It seems it was bad enough to prompt Mr Johnson's resignation. Might it finally mark the end of a singular career in British politics? Harry Fawcett, ITV News.
Meanwhile, in the US, federal prosecutors have unveiled details of the 37 charges Donald Trump faces next week. It's alleged classified documents held by the former president include information on America's nuclear program. He's accused of hiding some of them in the bathroom of his Florida resort and even trying to hide boxes from the FBI. He denies any wrongdoing. Here, health officials have issued heat warnings for vulnerable people across most of England, with temperatures expected to exceed 30 degrees in some areas today. The UK Health Security Agency has warned health and social care organisations to be sure they are prepared to look after patients in the heat. They've also asked people to check on their older or vulnerable neighbours. And lifeguards say swimmers need to be extra careful.
Our biggest concern at the moment is the temperature of the water. Even though the air temperature is in the mid to high 20s, around the UK, water temperatures will be as low as 10 degrees in the sea this time of year. And that can cause something called cold water shock, which can take your breath away and make it incredibly difficult to swim.
Finally, an extraordinary rescue in Colombia where 4 children have been found alive 40 days after a small plane crash in the Amazon rainforest. The siblings, who are aged just 13, 9 and 4, plus an 11-month-old baby, were discovered by soldiers. They were fine, apart from being malnourished and covered in mosquito bites. They were from the country's indigenous community. Colombia's president said their remarkable survival is a joy for the whole country and will go down in history. That's all from us for now. I'll be back with your lunchtime news just after 12:40. Until then, enjoy your morning and the sunshine from everyone here. Bye-bye.